Guys, so I am back. It is another late night video. I have a confession. I am absolutely addicted and I guess somewhat obsessed. Not really, but yeah. With True Blood. I'm not sure if I've made a video about this before, probably on the other channel. On the other channel I did a recap of season 1, I believe it was. But I'm going to show you why I am like entirely obsessed with this show slash book. Now I've already read I think 2 or 3 of the books. No, 2, because I got 2 last time. Okay, so I got 3 more books that I'm going to attempt to read. Now, the only reason I have this one is because I skipped over this and another one. So I basically went from the first one to like I think the 4th. Wrong book to be looking in. Yeah, I read Dead Until Dark, and then I went Dead to the World. So I clipped. I clipped. I skipped Living Dead in Dallas and Club Dead. So I have Club Dead here, which I'm going to try to read last. I have Dead as the Doornail, or Dead as the Doornail. Sorry, if you can't see it, it's like the glimmer. And then I have Definitely Dead. Now, the reason why I wanted to read these so bad is because Alcide comes in. Trust me, it's well worth it, but I wish he was more in the book than what he was. For all of you who don't know what True Blood is, in a sense, yeah, this is going to be fun to try to explain. There's essentially mythical creatures, in a sense, shall we say. Let's start with, now I do have them, like, every season, up to season 4 on DVD. They do not have season 5 out on DVD yet, but I can't wait for that one, because, I'll explain. Okay, so this is True Blood season 1, and just to say, this is, like, the only one that has a white on the front and the side. Let me explain who everyone is out of this cast, though they don't picture everyone. Sorry. Sookie, Bill, Tara, Sam, Jason, Lafayette, and that's basically who they all featured on the cover of season 1. Basically, vampires are now known to society. They came up with all the myths, like you can't see their reflection in the mirror, crosses, stuff like that. Season 1, Bill winds up getting attacked. Sookie saves his ass. She likes him because she can't hear his thoughts. Oh yeah, she's telepathic. She can't hear his thoughts. You know, he saves her each and every time. And they do get busy quite a bit. Yes. In this season, there is a psychopath on the loose that is killing bangers. And basically, this person's attempted to get Sookie twice, but has failed in a sense, but winds up killing someone very close to her and a pet. Also, very good scenes in it, especially the love scenes. I must say, they're pretty good, especially the graveyard one. Check that one out. Okay, so that's season 1. Season 2, it's been a while since I've watched season 2. Basically, this creepy-ass chick, I'm trying to look for her name. Oh, Bill winds up changing a person. Oh, yes, Bill's a vampire, if you didn't know. So, he changes a girl named Jessica for his punishment. Yes. The creepiest woman that comes into town is named Marianne. She's like a shapeshifter crazy person. she's basically brainwashing the people in town. It's a big ass love fest for that one too. But it's like way out of hand. She's all like vibrating and she's like making these people do these things. She, I don't even know how to explain it. Like she's like a bug, but not a bug, but a shapeshifter. Okay, it's very weird. Um, oh, and you also meet Eric in this one. So as you see, Bill and Sookie on the front here. You've got Eric, who is like 1,000 years old or something, like even probably more than that. From the Viking times, he was like a Viking prince, and then his father died, and he was supposed to be Viking king. This is Marianne, the crazy, weird chick that I was telling you about. Yeah. And then you got Tara and Sam and Jason. Sam, I think you don't find out until about season 3 that he is a shapeshifter. So they wind up killing Marianne in the long run. Just so you guys know. It's worth watching. Season 3. Now, at least on this side, you can see all the people. They've got, hold on, I gotta see, Jessica, Sookie and Bill, Eric, Pam, which is Eric's, child. Because he turned her, okay? So, and, Tara, Sam, Lafayette, and Jason, of course. And a wolf. Very, oh, where is he? There's the wolf. Werewolf dude. And there's a bunch on the back. Basically, this season's a little crazy cray, okay? It's very nuts. Sookie, turns to Eric to help find Bill because Bill's missing. Yeah, he was, like, kidnapped at the end of season 2. And, yeah. Basically, this older vampire and his little werewolves took Bill. So Sookie heads to Jackson, Mississippi, in the company of Alcide. Now, that's when you first see Alcide in this season. Oh my god, it is well worth it. He basically takes her to this bar to see if she can get information. Because since Sookie can read minds, it's like magic. Fight breaks out. Alcide's ex-girlfriend, fiance, whatever, is engaged to this other creepy-ass vamp dude. Vampire blood apparently makes people high. Like, it makes them feel good. It heals them. It's, their libido. It gets, very active. So anyway, while in the bar, they all change into wolves or whatever. Alcide basically protects her, keeps her away from that. And then, at the end, Sookie comes close to death. Bill was basically starved and beaten pretty bad at the end of the season, and they were in the back of the truck as they were driving away, and he basically drained her in a sense. And the thing is, you guys will learn that she's a fairy, a fae. She's a halfling, so she's not full-blooded where she's going to have that major power, but she's a halfling. Fairy blood is very addictive to vampires, apparently. They can walk in the sun for a limited amount of time. But winds up draining her. She winds up going to Fairy World. If that's any consolation. Now you get to see my favorite one. Besides Eric. Alcide. Banging. Okay, there's Alcide there. They did. Oh, and then this is the crazy ass witch Marnie. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that I need to show. So basically in this one, Sookie returns from Fairy World. She saw her grandfather, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he was a fairy. Eric and Bill try to win back the human public, so they're not as scary. They kind of fight over Sookie in a sense in the beginning. We learn that Sookie's house was sold. Eric bought it, built a little cubby in her house. She's not happy about that. Witches wind up putting a spell on Eric, and he loses his memory. He has no clue who he is. But he knows his name. He knows what he is, but he just doesn't have a clue about anything else. So Sookie has to protect him, keeps him in her house, prevents him from nearly trying to feed on her. And he's like, I won't hurt you. Winds up draining her fairy godmother, Claudine. Then he's all like, basically it made him drunk from what he took of it. So he's running around, he's pitching bets, he runs off into the woods and she can't find him. So she calls Alcide to come help. Alcide, we get to see shirtless, which is a major plus. Yeah. They run into the woods, they find him in a lake, and this is set in Louisiana, Bontemps. And she's like trying to get him out of there, and there's crocodiles in there, or alligators, whatever she said. And he's like, no, come and play, because he's still under the effects of the fairy blood. And, I just like how he says crocodilias, and it's funny. Eventually starts to burn. She goes in with the blanket, wraps him up, gets him out. Alcide says, keep it on your back, run. So he runs back to the house, he gets in his little cubby. They get him all safe. Alcide gets redressed, regrettably. Alcide's just happy to see Sookie again and all that stuff. I will say some people get shot at the end of season 4. Also, Sookie and Eric wind up hooking up. Banging. Good season. I did check out season 5 online. Well worth watching it. Basically, it picks off from the end of season 4, which I will not tell you who got shot or what, if you haven't seen it. But dealing with that, turning the person into a vampire, which this person did not want to be. Well, I have to tell you. Ugh. Anyway, so a few episodes later, Alcide finds out Sookie killed his ex-girlfriend. And basically, let me explain something. His ex-girlfriend, Debbie Pelt, was a were, but in the books they have her as a shifter. So yeah. She's hopped up on vampire blood. She's psycho. She's a psychopath. She's tried to kill Sookie before. So she tried killing Sookie again. Sookie shot her. And she tried her best covering it up. But anyways, before that, when as he found out what Debbie was doing, he abjured her, which means he basically rejects her. He doesn't want anything to do with her. He doesn't want to see her again. He will no longer hunt with her. He will no longer share the flesh with her, or share in his. It's something of that. They will no longer be doing it. They will no longer be making love. Big old animal love. Anyways, off track. So, yeah. And then she winds up telling, well, yeah, he finds out. Anyways. And, it gets a little crazy because he's mad at her for a little while. And then he forgives her after, like, an episode. And then in the next episode, I believe it's number 5, Sookie is flat out drunk on her couch at night. Alcide winds up showing up while she's singing pina coladas with her own lyrics. She gives them drinks, they drink, blah, blah, blah. Then, as she's trying to convince him to drink this nasty-ass concoction that Tara came up with this a long while back in the bar, she's like, you'll drink it because you love me. And he's like, that's what you think. Well, knowingly, he's in love with her. And so, basically, they get into a makeout session on the couch. He proceeds to pick her up. They go up the stairs into her bedroom, where they proceed, well, Alcide only gets as far as the shirt off. And then just Sookie's pretty much, well, I'm not sure how far she's gone to. I think she just took off her shirt. But I remember. But anyways, so they're in the mood, it's gonna happen. And, Alcide's like, I've been waiting for this forever. And, Sookie proceeds to throw up on his feet. That's what you get for drinking too much, people. When a big hunky man is about to give it to you. And basically, Bill and Eric interrupt the whole scene. Like, Eric's like, oh, so that's how you treat a lady, Alcide. Or something along those lines. They go downstairs, Sookie's still plastered. And they're trying to tell her that a 3,000-year-old vampire is coming to drink her blood. She's like, oh, then it's just Thursday. Because Russell is back because someone broke him out of his lovely concrete coffin, in a sense. I'm trying to think. They finally go to the place where Russell's being kept. She's pretty pissed that they didn't kill him. They find him. The authority takes him over. They also find a bunch of the humans that they were leaving there for to feed, the ones that were dead and alive. So on and so forth. Authority is basically a bunch of nut jobs. Basically, Russell wants taking over the authority. Has Bill and Eric feeding. They never really leave the place. But before that, Bill wipes Sookie's memory of what glamored her. From remembering him and Eric, he wants her to have a normal life, do all the things that normal humans would do, get married, have kids, do all that. And Eric is glamoring Alcide and proceeds to say, basically wants him to protect her and keep her safe, but basically that she repulses him in some way that you can't put your finger on, and that, he doesn't want him getting it in when, he wants a chance. So basically Alcide is glamored into not remembering. Down into the season, Sookie tries to get rid of her fairy powers. She just wants to be normal. She wants the voices out of her head. She winds up finding out that she was promised to a very strong vampire, Warlow. I'm trying to remember. Fast forward into the season, they wind up killing Russell. Nothing happens to him. They were afraid that if Russell died, they would all die. Then they have this person, Lilith. I don't, I only saw certain scenes. I didn't watch the whole episode, but what I could get from YouTube. Basically, Bill drinks it, he explodes. Sookie and Eric are there when he explodes into a big pile of blood and guck. She's upset, blah, blah, blah. Which I guess somehow I don't know, unless they unglamored her. So, and then he reforms, and he's now Billith, apparently. I don't know. But I really hope Sookie and Alcide. I am completely now in love with Alcide, okay? Joe Manganiello, okay? First off, True Blood, shirtless, freaking amazing. Magic Mike, shirtless, freaking amazing. I am like in love with him now. Completely, utterly in love with him now. That's what you get. Before I liked Eric, but now I'm totally out Team Alcide all the way, in a sense. As long as we get more shirtless scenes, and there's gotta be some love scene. Come on now. It's only fair. But I've got a problem. I'm completely addicted to the show. I'm reading the books to see if I can get any hint into what lies ahead. Though the books don't match so well with the show, I found differences in the books from the show. But I really, really like Joe Manganiello. Like, don't get me started. I could tell you, my one wish, if I could have one, is to be on that damn show. Like, seriously. Because, ugh. Shirtless Rama of gorgeous, muscular, manly men. Okay, so I can clearly tell you this is probably a very long video. I am sorry. I just felt the need to make a True Blood video for my channel. Let me know what you think of this video. If you have any future ideas, please comment. And if you share the same love for True Blood as I do, please feel free to comment away. Even if you haven't watched it, watch it. It is well worth it. You can catch it on HBO. It's usually, I believe, Sunday nights. I've seen it on a Saturday before. But, I think they're just showing reruns of Season 5 now on HBO. Of course, you can get some of the clips from, YouTube, of course. Yeah, I can't wait for Season 6, I swear. It's not gonna be good. So, I think I'm gonna go. I'm probably going to, watch Season 4 again. I'll see you guys later. Please comment, please subscribe, please like. Alright, bye guys, love you.